speaking about things that need to be addressed, you mentioned something about, checking the basements for wetness and dampness in that. Is that done through, how do you do that?
Okay, that's a good question. So there's a couple of different ways that you look for basement leaks or even plumbing leaks. But I'll focus on basement leaks right now. So if you're going into an unfinished basement, that may be an ideal situation from a home inspector point of view, because you can actually see the basement walls, whether they be brick, block, stone, or concrete. Right. You can just see visibly on the material whether it's absorbed water or not, or if there is running water running down the side of it.
That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad, but I would also say that it can be common. Even in newer homes, you can see sometimes at the corners of the home, particularly, there may be seepage that's coming in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking waterfall type of water, but wet spots on the wall and at the floor plate. And usually, 90% of the time, this is due to poor grading, poor downspout direction, that are forcing water into that area that's coming through the foundation. That's something that you want to take care of so it doesn't lead to structural problems, it doesn't lead to deterioration of building materials, it doesn't lead to mold and wood destroying insects such as termites and things coming to the home. Other ways that so that's an unfinished basement. We look for it. We look for signs of that. We see the visible cues. Now, on an unfinished basement, there's a couple of different tools that I use. I have some of them here. So I can go around the basement with this. This is my infrared camera. I turn it on and I can do a scan of the basement. That's best in a finished basement that isn't cluttered with storage or furniture, okay? Because that can give me the most clear line of sight to see if there's any patterns on the wall that may be indicative of moisture issues. Now, whether I use that or not, I'm always going to use this as well, which is my moisture meter. If I do find an aberration on the wall, something that I think is indicative of moisture, I will use this, which is my moisture meter, as a confirmation. I turn that on, I press it against the substance, and a beep goes off and a light goes on that tells me if it has elevated moisture content in it.
Cool.
Even if I don't use this, particularly like in a cluttered basement or one with a lot of furniture and such, I go around to all of the outside walls and press this along the baseboards and the lower portion of that wall and around window wells, obvious areas where water oftentimes collects.
Okay, that's great.